We've got some NFL draft and trade rumors to look at involving the Cleveland Browns from ESPN's Peter Schrager. But quick plug here for our live coverage of the 2025 NFL Draft. We will be going live on the channel for days 1 and 2. We've got some hats to give away. We've got some other good fun giveaway items as well. So come hang out with us and get free pick-by-pick analysis with your favorite Browns YouTube channel. There are some rumors out there that the Browns are interested to some level, to some degree, of trading the number 2 overall pick. Now, whenever we get to draft week, in the days leading up to it, all of a sudden it goes from 0 to 100 on all the rumors, all the trades, all the picks. It's very dormant for the first few weeks of April, and then it spikes. And I don't think that is just out of the blue. I think this is all ministered and controlled and chipettoed by teams with selective leaks to media to give other teams the impression of one thing to maybe get something better in return. So Peter Schrager, who recently joined ESPN, by the way, says there have been calls made to both the Browns at number 2 and the Giants at number 3 with the intention to move up in the NFL draft. So let's break it down here. Here's what Schrager said. I think the two spot gets very interesting if the Browns are listening to a Godfather deal for them to trade back and someone to trade up into the top 3. I'm going to jump in right now and say you're not getting a Godfather deal. The Browns should be looking for a Godfather deal. They should be looking to get all options in front of them, right? Go, all right, we can do this, we can do that, we can do that. Let's have a discussion, and let's pick what the best option is. And the best option might be we're going to stay put at number 2. But you should get as many options as possible, right? Take a page out of HGTV. Like, they go and look at 3 different houses. And then they always pick the house that we all knew they were going to pick from the start. But they at least go through the motions of checking out some other houses. So I have no problem with the Browns having interest or looking or whatever it might be, fill in the Mad Lib adjective or verb for the Browns' number 2 pick. That's what Andrew Berry's job is to get the best possibilities in front of him and then make the right decision. So no panic over here. No freak out. What, the Browns trade number 2 pick? How could they be doing this? No, they're just doing their jobs. If a team wants to give up first-round pick this year and multiple first-round picks and things like that, then yeah, you should definitely consider it. And it's not just Schrager, by the way. Florio also said at least one experienced and accomplished evaluator of talent thinks there's a chance someone trades all the way up to number 2 to get Shedeur Sanders. I think this is the Browns just fishing on the dock, just casting a line, and they want to see if anyone wants to nibble. Anyone want to give us a historic offer for the number 2 pick in the draft that we just couldn't turn down? They may not get that, and that's probably what's going to happen here. I don't think the Browns are going to trade the number 2 pick. Let me make that clear right now. I, Matthew John Peterson, do not believe the Browns are going to trade the number 2 pick. But if the Browns want to put some feelers out there and see if they can get something like, I mean, this isn't going to be apples to apples because this was for pick number 1. But, I mean, ask yourself, would you rather have Travis Hunter at number 2 or, say, the number 9 pick? A future first and second and another first and a player. I mean, it won't be to this level, but if it's just 75% of it, yeah, if you could go from 1 to 9 and get a team's first-round pick next year, a second, and a player, that's probably going to outweigh one player at number 2. All right, but that was for the number 1 pick. That's not really realistic here. What about number 3 pick, right? This is what the Niners gave up to get Trey Lance. You know, they swapped first. I never like saying they got 3 firsts out of it. They just swapped first. They got 2 future firsts, right? 2022 and 2023. If a team wanted to give the Browns their 2026 and 2027 first-round pick for number 2 this year, you saying no to that? I'm not. Or this is another first-round pick. This is a much bigger jump. This one's probably not the best example. How about this one? Not too long ago now, the Browns were moving out of pick number 2, went back to 8, and got a 3rd and a 4th, along with a future 1st and 2nd. So would you rather pick at 8 and get, don't know, Jalen Walker or maybe even Ashton Genty. If Ashton Genty's there at 8, would you want to go Genty at 8 with future first and second and third and fourth, or stay put at number 2 and get Hunter? I'd rather get all that than just one player at number 2. And that's a player at number 2 that is not, I believe, a slam dunk no-doubter, because there are still fair concerns about whether or not he can truly play both ways at the next level. But as I said earlier, this is, I wouldn't say fiction. I'm sure there are phone calls made. I mean, that's what GMs do. They want to just know, what would it cost? Oh, that's a lot more than we were looking for. No, thank you. But I don't expect the Browns to trade the number 2 pick. So I'm sure these conversations happen on a very preliminary level, and they probably don't graduate beyond that, but you still pick up the phone. Before we get on to the rest of today's show, quick shout out to our friends over at Game Time. Game Time makes getting tickets even faster and easier. Prices on the Game Time app actually go down the closer it gets to the first pitch. With killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and their lowest price guarantee, Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying MLB tickets. So if you want to go to a Guardians game, or better yet, you want to go to a Cavs playoff game, make sure you check out Game Time. Last-minute deals over there help you save up to 60% off buying last minute for sports, concerts, comedy, theater, and more. So don't miss out on all the fun in your area. With Game Time, you can save more. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. While we're talking about pick number 2, I know there are fans that really don't come out of the woods until draft week when it comes to consuming everything they need to know for the draft. So let's talk about Travis Hunter for a moment, because I expect Cleveland to stay put at number 2, and I expect Travis Hunter to be the pick at number 2. So let's just talk about it, because I was listening to Daniel Jeremiah on Part of My Take, and I thought DJ had an excellent way of categorizing what Hunter's going to be at in the NFL. He's going to major in offense and minor in defense. I'm just mad at myself for not thinking of that earlier, because that's the best way to summarize, I believe, what the Browns' plan is for Travis Hunter. Put him out at wide receiver and then find 5 to 15. I know it's kind of a wide range, so let's just call it 10 snaps a game early on to use him on defense, right? On a 2-minute drill, 3rd and 13, they line up with 4 wide receivers. That's a great opportunity to let Hunter get on the field, and the other team goes, crap. They already had a lot of good DBs with like Denzel Ward and Grant Delpit. All of a sudden, maybe their best DB comes on the field in Travis Hunter. So I can get behind that approach. I think it'd be easier to have him go full-time on defense, which I believe he's better at, and then sprinkle him in on 15 offensive plays, because a tired Travis on offense is manageable. A tired Travis on defense gives up a touchdown. But then again, I really can't doubt him when it comes to the conditioning element. He's done it for his entire football career. It's not like a new thing he started doing at Colorado for fun. So who am I to doubt him to have the conditioning to go both ways? But I like the Travis Hunter pick, because at this point I've kind of like mentally accepted it's happening. And my reservations leading up to all this was, if he's not going to play both ways and he's just a receiver or just a corner, is he that good of a receiver or that good of a corner to go at number 2? With the Browns planning to utilize him on offense and defense, I'm going to blindly trust them. This is a first. This is a unicorn. It's never been done to this level before. You've had like instances or examples of it. You've had guys change from offense to defense. You had Dion, but like nothing to this level, right? No one is in that same category in terms of just pure snaps on offense and defense from Hunter last year at Colorado. So if the Browns have a plan in place, I know they don't, scream like an organization to trust. I've had so many friends talk to me about the draft and go, well, if there's a team that's going to screw up Travis Hunter, it's the Browns. I'm like, All right, get your jokes off. I really can't rebuttal that. Although, if they were to screw something up, it'd be a quarterback, to be fair. But this is, a new front office, and it's not the same old Brownies. So I'm going to say a Travis Hunter pick is like an A minus. Just excited to see, how high of a level he can play offense and defense. Some other news I just want to share before we sign off, and some uplifting news here. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah was at the Browns' voluntary practices and workouts and things like that today. Now, I don't know what he was doing in terms of actual workout or practice, if at all. There's probably a better chance he was there just to meet with the trainers. But it still got a lot of attention on Twitter and online of, oh, JOK is back. Does this mean he's healthy? That seems like a bit of a reach. I think the step one here is just let's get him in the facility. Let's continue to have him rehab, and we'll go from there and kind of take it week by week. But it's still nice to see in the middle of April, JOK walking in and just looking like, a healthy human being. Because when you injure your neck, understandably so, there's a lot of concerns about not just your football health, but your general health. So it's good to see JOK back. I'm not going to jump to conclusions of JOK going into the facility means, oh, he's 100% healthy. All right, let's pick a card to wrap up today's show. Reed, which card do you want to go with?
Let's see. Does my mic work? It
yeah,
does.
All of a sudden,
let's go.
I started to echo, I feel like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's because I turned me up.
Yeah.
Now you can hear yourself.
I see.
Let's go King of Clubs.
All right. I'm going to go with Jack of Clubs. Six of Clubs. Damn it. All right. I will say, whenever I play like 3-card poker or anything like that at a casino, flush sounds so easy to get like 3 in a row. It's like one in 4 chance. But I feel like I get like a participation trophy just for getting the suit right when I pick the card. That's going to do it for us on today's episode. Really appreciate everyone for tuning in. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. That way you don't miss a single thing when it comes to the Brownies leading up to the granddaddy of them all, the 2025 NFL Draft.